Stupid GoPro thing's wigging out. Oh well. Go to my part of the world. Should we fly out of Missoula? Let's go Sand Canyon. Oh, hopefully this works. Nice, okay. Whoa. Is this supposed to be me? Oh, I'm on top of the... It spun me in on top of the field thing. There's my airplane. Sure looks nice out. What happens when we fall damage? Just drop and die. I hope I know how to push back. Can you plop me in this, baby? There we go. All right, let's go through a start up. Everything looked good, right? That's what we're going with. Let's hide this thing. Okay, pre-flight inspection complete. Did that, of course. Fuel shut off on. I think we want to turn that way for on. Radios and all that off. Brakes. Brakes appear to be working. Beautiful. We'll put the parking brake on. Circuit breakers, check in. Looks that way. Alright, mixture, we want it rich. Carb heat, cold. Prime is required. 1, 2, 3. Open 1/2 inch on the throttle. Let's open this window. How do we open this window? Right click and then left click. Nice. Alright, where was I? Master on. Ignition. Oh yeah. RPMs we want 1,000 or less. I'll keep it right about there. Okay, cabin doors. Good. Sure all this stuff's a working. It's already got my taxi route up. Let's turn on some lights. Alright, so magneto check. So we bring our RPMs up to 1700. Look for a drop. That one's good. That one's good. I don't really know how you do a pushback. Let's do the whole ATC thing too.
One Sierra, Niner traffic. Cessna November Niner 82 Whiskey is taxiing to runway 17. One Sierra, Niner traffic.
Beautiful. Put this up here. Are my pedals working? They sure are. Okay. Is it Shift P? Let's look this up. Can you like search filters? Toggle pushback. Alt P. Okay. Get me out of here. Alt P. Let's take this parking brake off. Boom. Alright. Let's go taxi. I don't know what the hell is airport? Just one of those taxi out onto the runway type of situations. Where's that iPad? Zoom in, son. No. I guess knowing which way the wind was going would be a good start. Screw it, we'll go down to 3.5. Close this before I forget. Alright, before takeoff, put on our strobe, turn on that landing light now. Where's the end of this? There we go. Alright. Got us a notch of flappies. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, lift 50, climb speed of 65 to 75. Probably don't need any flaps for this, but we're gonna use flaps. Alright. Let's turbo out of here. Do we announce a takeoff? Probably. Okay. Alright, here we go. Drifting, drifting. Oh yeah, this one has to take off from the other way. Oh. Start trimming this baby out. Whoa. Oh shit, we're dead. What the fuck? Oh my god, why? What the heck was that? Oh. Well, that was crazy. Alright, let's take off from somewhere that's not gonna... I think that's because of my stupid fucking controller. Okay, take two. Turn on that landing light. I might need to unmap my mixture because I'm pretty sure it does like ghost inputs and like leans out when I'm not asking it to. Jesus. All right, cruising around Priest Lake. Here we are. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. What the? Oh, my streaming skills are excellent. Yeah, thanks, buddy. No, I don't know about all that. Alright, we're over Priest Lake in Idaho. Let's go look at some mountains. Sun's going down. fly up to Upper Priest maybe. I wonder if my GoPro ever fired up. Let's see. Nope. Very much no. Let's see. I'm gonna go up towards like Upper Priest, up by the Canadian border. Locate me now. There we go. So Upper Priest Lake is this little lake, the north end of Priest, and then maybe we'll just check out some mountains. Yeah, there is. I'm a dummy. I can camera. There's mountains all around us. See how well my control works. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. Look out this window. There's a lot of cool mountains over there. First we'll go cruise up the lake a bit. I don't know who the heck you would be talking to around these parts. Seattle Center. Nah, we just won't talk to anyone. Thought I had like boats turned on. I don't know if the game just want to do boats right now. Yeah, so up there is the north end of Priest Lake, and then there's Upper Priest. Six streaming skills. heading up towards northeast Washington, up above Priest Lake right now. I think it'd be too far to head down into Spokane from here. Yeah, it's a bit of a haul, especially in this little plane. River Bend. We're so close to Canada. Is that Sullivan? Sullivan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's the thoroughfare. Oh, how you say it? Alright, we're getting too high now. You can canoe up that. Baby out. What's nice about triples is I can keep an eye on the airplane when I'm looking around. Sure is a nice lake. And we'll skip over to Sullivan Lake. We don't want to get too low because we got some 5,000 or 7,000 foot peaks up here. For somebody that doesn't pay any rent. Sweet. Alright, so let's see what's around us here. We got some big mountains. I think that's up in Canada right there. Check my settings real quick. I feel like these terrain level of detail. Ah, nah, bah. We gotta ump it. See if that does anything cool for us. Need those mountain details. So there's this big draw. North of Upper Priest. That runs up to American Falls. This is all old growth cedar forest below us. So we're looking in the Washington now. Trying to discern where's Gypsy Peak, which is the highest peak. I feel like that's it. It's the highest peak in eastern Washington, which is only like 7,000 and some change, but pretty good for eastern Washington, you know. I think that's it, straight ahead of us. So we'll shoot for the gap. Cause there's Snowy Top, Little Snowy Top. This just feels far away. I thought it was closer to Upper Priest, but maybe it makes sense that it's this far away. I don't really know. Just winging it here. Where's the sun? There's the sun. Okay. We got time. Make it the Sullivan. How are we doing on fuel? I didn't even know. Yeah, we're good. Did I mess with payload or fuel or any of that? Back into scenic viewing mode. We don't have another ghost input that kills the engine. Okay, so that's definitely Canada. I'm gonna make this baby point north. Is it right now? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, easy girl, easy. We're in rough course here. Now you know what? Gypsy is up there somewhere. Because it is a stone's throw from Canada, and we are still several stones throw from Canada. I think that might be like Hall Mountain in front of us. Right there, there's a big sheep herd that lives on that. But no, we want to go up to the right. Salmo is this big whole thing. More map options. Turn on like geography stuff, you know, is that maps? Terrain highlight, that might help us. Firefighting, navigation orientation mode. Oh, okay. a lot worse. That's a lot worse. Now we're doing some turns. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Oh man, look at these mountains though. So what is this off to our side? You know what I need? Maybe some Google Earth. I think that's Google Earth. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, hang on. North up. Let's bring this over. Let's orient. Oops. Getting danger close to some trees. Alright, I think what we're looking at is this. That's Helmer Mountain. Which one is Gypsy? Gypsy is right there. It's the U shape. I think that must be Gypsy. Which is still off to our right. Okay. We got it. So that's Halmer. Oh, so there's Big Snowy Top. Okay. That mountain right there is Big Snowy Top. Let's go buzz it. I've camped up there. Actually, on Little Snowy Top is where I've camped. It's all part of the Salmo Loop. What's going on? Why is this thing making crazy noises? I get paranoid that the mixture's leaning itself out. Well, I should probably lean it out a little, shouldn't I? Scared it's gonna do its own ghost input. Kill the engine again. Okay. Getting kind of hard to see stuff. Yeah, okay, I know where I'm at now. Jeez. Yeah, so off to our right is where we flew over Upper Priest. And then this big draw here leads up into Canada in American Falls. Oh, I need like a zoom on my... I need like a zoom finding. That would be very helpful. I should do that. Just power back a little ways. Can't really see it, but in the clouds is a little snowy top. There's a big snowy top. That's all Canada in front of us. This big draw here is part of the Salmo Priest Wilderness. Used to have caribou in here. The caribou were getting absolutely murdered by the highways up in Canada. I don't think the herd comes down into Washington or Idaho anymore. But yeah, that's big snowy top right there. Can't see where I'm pointing, but I'm pointing at it. And that right there, just off the wing, is little snowy top. I've camped on top of that. Alright, so we'll make a good bank here. We don't want to go into Canada. Things are a little too tense in the world to just buzz into Canada. Oh, the mountains though. Look at all them mountains. Those are all Canadian mountains up there. I think there's like Harrison Peak. Might be that jagged one. It's kind of right there in the window. I think that's Harrison. I don't really, I'm not too familiar with my Canadian mountains. Alright, it's getting a little difficult to see the ground with the shadows. Sullivan. Okay, this should be Gypsy in front of us. I need to make it so I can see. Fly off to the left here. See, I need shades. Whoa. We're doing that. Alright, I think that right there is Gypsy Peak, which is the highest point in eastern Washington. If you look out your left window, you'll see Gypsy Peak. God, I love the graphics in the mountains in this. Well, I reckon all this would be very illegal flying because this is protected wilderness, so I imagine there's some kind of altitude restriction on it. That's okay, we're not doing all that. Alright, well. Now we're looking for Sullivan Lake. Start doing some descending. Our nose dropping now. We're just going to be off to our left. I think we're seeing the Ponderay River there in front of us. Back a little ways. Section 4, normal procedures. Let's do a call out. Well, let's find this fucking thing before we start scaring people that were coming in. I'm seeing it because it's tucked away hard. That looks like it. That's it, because that's the river. So I'm seeing it over there now.
09er Sierra traffic. Cessna November 9er 82 Whiskey, 8 miles north, overflying the airport from north to south at 7,000 feet. 09er Sierra traffic.
Get this ready. All of our notes, all of our what to do's. So the airport we can't see yet, but it's on the north end of the lake, which is the closest to us. Yeah, I got a map and zoom. That'd be really smart, so I could look around without taking my hands off. I feel like that's something I would have already done, but I guess not. Quite see it. Copilot can't see shit. the lake. Braking situation in this is going to be interesting. I need to like make my brake pedal on my stem rig do the brake so I can do the pressure different, because right now I'm all or nothing, which is bad news in a tail dragger. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Alright, short field landing. Airspeed 60 to 70 knots. Not quite ready for that step yet. Wing flaps is calling for 30 degrees. 54 knots on approach, ground final. She is. Apply heavily with the brakes. We gotta be careful with that part though. Or we are going to flip this bitch. Alright, Sullivan Lake Airport. This is a sweet airport to see in real life. Not that I'm a pilot or anything, but I've driven by it. Seen airplanes coming in, because the road in here follows the west side of the lake, which would be the side closest to us. Okay. Let's chat to nobody. 3-4. Full stop? Or should we touch and go? Full stop it.
09er Sierra traffic. Cessna November 9er 82 Whiskey. 2 miles northwest, 5,600 feet. Inbound to land, runway tree 4. 09er Sierra traffic.
Well, this should be fun. I haven't landed an airplane in a long time in this stop. So we're just gonna hook right down through here and then coming over the lake. Start to get off some airspeed. have a button for flaps. Flaps. Increase B and V. Okay. Cool. This is gonna make it easier. Alright. See if we can get a look at it. I see it. So we're gonna hug. That's Hall Mountain right there. We're gonna hug Hall Mountain. Still got some airspeed here. We'll bleed it off. Just gonna add flaps here. B. Yeah, baby. Dropping. Add some power. Keep our nose up. There it is. Go ahead and add another. Just trim this baby. Shadows did a big change. It's kind of cool. Alright. The 152 checklist says 54 indicated airspeed. We are going a bit faster than that. With 30 degrees of flaps, which is what I'm rocking. Oh, no, I'm not. Let's go uno mas. That'll help. Alright, now we're looking good. Maybe. On the brakes. Let's bring these flaps up. Pick them up. Yeah. Nice. Woo! We lived. There's a helicopter here. What? Let's just flip around and go do some more stuff. I don't know. Sun's still up. I'm gonna do some more flying. What was the game plan real quick? Am I tripping? I thought I saw a helicopter. Now all I see is a little airplane over there. Yeah, there's some truly big mountains for, you know, Eastern Washington. Okay, now that little airplane's gone. Weird. Oh, I don't know how that all works. let's put a parking brake on. Figure out what we want to do. I'm not gonna chat with anyone here. Yeah, I don't know. Take off out of here. What do we got here? Ione? Yeah. I don't know if I have time to fly all the way into Spokane. Well, let's just take off. We can just fly down the Ponderay River or something. I think Newport's over here. Yeah, Newport. That's a hospital. Priest River Municipal. We could do that, or we could just fly back to Priest. Because this is where I took off from. This is a cool little approach. Cabana Bay. We'll just do that. Let's just fly back to Cabana. I can also just kind of generally know which direction we need to go. Sweet. That's what we'll do. That's the game plan. Oh, I didn't bring my water. Rude. Okay. Larry? You ready to get airborne? Huh? Alright, well, let's add a notch of flappies. Okay, what are we doing here? Short field takeoff, wing flaps, 10 degrees, that's where I'm at. Carburetor heat cold, brakes, throttle, mixture. Rich above 3,000, lean to obtain maximum RPM. I gotta remember to do that. That's why my engine was sounding so funky. Okay, brakes release, elevator control, slightly tail low. Climb speed of 54 knots indicated. Wing flaps retract slowly after reaching 60. Alright, let's fucking do it. Let's take this off. Where's the gosh darn runway? Right here. It's not super short field, but we'll just practice. Or short field. Get pointing down the right direction. Alright. Brakes, wing flaps. Turn this landing light back on. Throttle full open, mixture can be full rich. Alright, let's do it. Just release these brakes. Keep this baby pointed in the right direction. Very much off the runway. Oh, my pedals are so janky. Retract our flaps once we hit 60 knots. Okay, in route climb we're looking for 70 to 80 knots. No, if maximum performance climb is necessary. Okay, we don't need that. We got room here. Go ahead and kill our landing light. So now we're flying. Where are you going, Larry? You just taking off? Rude. Thought you were my friend. Alright, climb out of here. We're gonna head east generally. We're just gonna keep the power giving it the beans until we climb up over Hall Mountain here. I think something they do in a real Cessna 152 is where you like go to idle and the throttle, you gotta do the carb heat. So maybe I'll try to remember that and do that, because that's kind of cool. Okay, let's play with our mixture now. So we're above 3,000. Let's watch our RPMs. Just a little, it sounds just a little better. So we have this draw here we can start to climb through. As we get around this. Larry, what you doing, buddy? Oh, you're jonesing for some pets, huh? One sec, let me get this thing dialed in. Where'd you go? On aggressively climbing. Just watching our airspeed and keeping it at about 70 knots. That's what it's saying is a good en route climb speed. Gotta clear this Crowell Ridge here, and we'll drop back down in the Priest Lake. Come here, bud. Come here. Lay down, right? Lay down. Move your bed to the other side so I can pet you while I fly. Ooh, it's getting a little turbulent. Let's do a little more climbing. We'll get up to about 7,000 feet, 6,500 maybe. Keep leaning. Shadows in this are pretty sweet. Alright, what are we looking at here? Nothing quite yet. I see concepts of a lake. You can probably start to level out. Pull back on the power a little ways. Cruise calls for 1900 to 2500 RPMs. We're right in that range. That's actually all the green on the RPM tachometer. So that's kind of cool. That lines up with this. In case you're wondering, I'm using a flight checklist thing that I got a long time ago for a 152. Okay, so. Whoa, whoa. Sometimes my joysticks do little ghost inputs, which is dangerous. Go ahead. Got that sun behind us. Sweet. Trim down a ways. So we're there. Where we're going is 66S, which actually now I realize you guys probably can't even see my iPad. What's the problem? There we go. Rookie shit. So we're going to Cabana Bay, which is in this little inlet. We'll see a couple islands. So I think it is right in that inlet right there, right about where my cursor's at. So we'll fly just east. And then fly south into it. Where's farther? Closer? It should be the closest one. Oh well, I don't care. Butt scratch? Want a little butt scratch, bud? Couple islands. Whoa. Oh, I gotta beans out a little more. Oh. Alright, let's see what we can see. No matter how much I try to trim this thing. Zoom in and take a gander. See concepts of an airfield. Yeah, I think I can see it right about there. Priest Lake in beautiful Idaho. God, this game looks so good. Seems like I'm looking in the right place. Yeah, I am. Just line up well right at the end, I guess. Straight ahead of us. Probably. see it. We're coming in. Got some houses right before it. So we'll pull this carb heat before we idle out. Because I guess that's what you do in a real Cessna. I don't know if Larry's visible. Is he? Oh yeah, he is. It's Larry. Flying with my dog. Alright, let's land this thing. I'm coming in fucking hot. Oh, I didn't pull the carb heat. Pull it. See, now that I'm adding power back, does carb heat need to stay on? I don't know. No one knows. Not even real pilots. I'm sure they just guess every single time. Just wing it. We'll add a notch of flaps. How about that? Keep our nose level. I think we're dropping a little bit, so we'll add power. Level, because I should get ready to use the pedals if I need to. I don't really know what the wind's a doing. Let's add another notch of flaps. Keep the nose. Got some trees there. Practice some touch and goes. Dropping pretty good. We'll add power. Alright, getting over these trees. Pull back. Silky. Silky smooth. Let's do it again. Look at these trees are just glitching. That ain't cool. What the hell, Silva? Some of these glitchy ass trees. Alright, let's do one more. One more for good practice. Starter. Turn here. Climbing. Oh man, look at that beautiful drop flaps, raised flaps. Look at that sun. Oh! Turn. Back on power. I don't want to get too carried away climbing. Look at those views. Dang. Keep the nose level. Towards off to our right though. Hidden in them trees. Hidden in them damn trees. Flaps here. Make a bank. Like a banker. Coming right on top of this thing. Can you see it? We are high. This will be fun. Just turn. Oh, I didn't pull carb heat. That's okay. That glare on the windshield, that's awesome. Got a little bit of power here. Doing a nose down, that's no bueno. Clear these trees. Now I'll pull back. Yeah, look how glitchy it gets. Bumpy. Oh, easy girl. Easy girl. Can you like, no. Look at that. What is up with that? That's not good. Some glitchy shit. Well, this is where we're calling it a night. Figure out what this glitchy tree situation is. Got my flaps up. We'll go through a full shutdown for immersion. Find a good spot. Pretend I got a tent in here. We're gonna do some camping tonight. How about right over there? Looks like a nice place to put a tent. I think the road out of here is right about here. Oh yeah, there it is right there too. Perfect. My buddy's gonna pick me up and go down to Coolin and get us a 6-pack. Watch them wings, dude. There's trees. Alright, let's shut this baby down. I'm gonna read it, even though I don't think I really need to. It's the after landing. Okay, parking brake is on. Radios and all that jazz. It says to turn them off. I don't know, can you actually turn them off here? I don't know what that does. I don't know what that does. I can turn that off. Mixture idle cutoff. There we go. Turn the ignition off. Turn that off. Control lock install. I don't think there is one of those on these, but that's okay. Sweet. Turn all these off. Let's open up our window. smells like farts in here. Cool. Yeah, let me out. Is my door open? Nice. Eagles. Wow. Sounds like a rainforest. Cool. All right. Well, that's the end of my stream. If you're watching, thanks for watching.